Evidence, substance of things not seen. Now seen. Remind you of a verse? If I cannot connect the science of somatics with the sacred writings, then why did I bother sharing them? Romans 11:1. Dr. Etheridge translated this as, "Now faith is the persuasion concerning things which are in hope, as if they were in reality, in act, and a revelation of those which are not seen." The King James Version has it translated as, "Now faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen." Hope in English is a wanting and a desire of something to happen, or be the case. But in Hebrew and Aramaic, it is something that is very concrete, going beyond just a desire or wish. It is absolute. Etheridge translated as, "in hope," treating it like a noun, and King James as "hoped for," as just a verb. Just in case the thought crossed your mind, yes, we need to break this down for you because the English translation given to us obfuscates much. The first word here means is, who was and is to come. The Aleph Tav, the whole entirety of the language that has power found within it, which is the work and deed of our hands, which is the power of God. Yod-He is the shortened form of Yod-He Vav-He, the Tetragrammaton translated as in all caps, Lord in our English Bibles. Yah is mentioned for the first time in Genesis 15:2 and straight up in Psalm 68:4 in the King James Version. For those who have read the Naga Madi, this is not Yaldabaoth. That is the ego. There is no other like me. And that is a whole other story for another day. Let's look at this verse. Again, all of this is helping to establish the why. The word now. This is the judge who has power within. Faith, coming from amen, meaning to foster as a parent or nurse, to be firm, faithful, trust and believe, to go to the right hand. The next word, persuasion, assurance, conviction, from the root word peace, to persuade, convince, urge, convict, be acquainted with, to be familiar with, be aware, not ignorant to. Concerning, to rise, be the highest, descend in knowing the instructions. And finally, things, the things of God that give strength, the pilasters, priests, priestesses, the seed of perpetual power. The root, that are, is, the language again here. Vibration, frequency, somatics. The judges, Elohim, has the languages within them. Double power as they work twice as hard. The right and left hands of the covenant that allows them to be exempt from judgment, from karma. We can also see the active form here of Hayah, to be, become, and come to pass, which is the root of the Tetragrammaton, Lord, in the level of creation seen translated in English as, let there be. Hope. This is a rich word with many meanings. To think, suppose, and consider. Also preach, declare, and announce. Expect, hope, trust. Bear, suffer. Sustain, feed, and endure. In Hebrew, its brother is with a sheen instead of the samek, and it means to scrutinize, by implication of watching, to expect with absolute hope and patience. Hidden within, we have the word bara, create, creation. These are the winnowed as the pure and innocent that raise their frequency from within to see the unseen and create something from nothing, where everything is the absolute. We also have basar here, which means the unripe fruit, or immaturity, to be hard, rigid, and taut. This is sharing with us that we must build ourselves on the inside through the languages if we are immature, or else stay as the immature that do not produce any fruit. We also have one more hidden frequency here, the word Besorah, which has the meaning of glad tidings and was used to describe the gospel, the good news. This is the good news, but it must be built within you by uniting the divine marriage of the two energies with you, the masculine and feminine, the energies of creation. Moving on to as if, which can mean that are, and also according to, which changes the context instead of not as if. This is grasping the one power of the unseen force of God, which is the work and deed of man's hand. Then we have the word not translated as who, which means that, he, she, they, and it, which is connecting to this revelation. Happened. This is coming from the word to be, exist, become, occur, why it is translated as happened, which is another form of haya, but is in Aramaic as hava. Is delivering themselves from the separation of this knowledge which kept them in their ill and feeble position. This comes to pass and manifests because they connected the ethereal and the material, the place where nothing and everything exists simultaneously, which sparked it into existence. They, the single lamed that has added to it on the suffix he yod nun. These are the bearers of light, teachers who have been taught in the way, those who dared to venture into the hidden instructions that empowered them, where perpetual wealth and riches are, as their strong base and foundation of lineage's line of heirship. Reality. The root of reality has a meaning of in act, as fact, in fact, as well as gate, entrance, value, price, measure, to cleave, split, to calculate, reckon, to think, to estimate, and to measure. This is connected to the verse, as a man thinks, so he is. The word think, the same root. So we look at this to split reality through sound, vibration, somatics. This language, and the bet having added, means within, rousing awake to the songs of deliverance, the shouts of joy, coming from the plea and the prayer that has been answered. Evidence, revelation, that which is seen. It's the word Giliana, which might ring a bell for those going and have gone through some of the book of Revelation. The root, Gela, means to reveal, manifest, appear, to make known, make evident, and publicize. But Gela has another meaning as well, that of wave. A wave that appears, uncovered, open, evident, and seen. Those things, coming from the word ayina, which means these, those, and them. What things? The things of God. The door to their strength and power as the priests and priestesses. Seen, meaning delivered from that which separates and makes them ill and feeble, which is death. The unseen to the seen. The wave to the particle form. Life's frequencies as seen through the language that then manifests into form. Here is one interpretation, not exhaustive, that I present to you today with this verse. The power of the language of God, hidden, but will be revealed, is for the judges, the Elohim, who have taken the right-hand path. This is their faith, their foundation, that they trust and believe in as they have become part of the frequency, sound of creation. They have learned to work with it, as they were convinced and persuaded that it is the absolute creative power within them, as they are no longer ignorant to it as it concerns the maturation and ascension process of the priesthood, the strength that comes from the nothingness of God, where everything is at in the unseen realm. They are now, in the present, creators, utilizing the power revealed to them, manifesting it in bringing forth new life. Let there be. They have the power of the dragon, the hidden aspect that has been dormant but now revealed to the spiritually matured. Through the process of the mind, having married the dual energies within, through purity and innocence as the winnowed, they create with expectation. As once unripe, turgid, immature, they had to study and scrutinize the whole of the languages first in order to complete this journey in receiving the power within, which was the work and deed by their own hand. This is the good news that we have been waiting for. According to the fact that it has happened, it is the reality that they made happen because they delivered themselves from their own separation, connecting the spiritual, the ethereal, to the material, the place where what is with that which is not, the power of the instructions and training that they received, where the true wealth and riches exist for those who dare to venture in and become creators. This is the reality within, the gate and entrance to the absolute realm of all possibility, having been roused awake, stirred up, and with ringing cries, shouts of joy, songs of deliverance. This is a response to the prayers that have gone out, that this would become fully revealed. This was to be revealed in the time of the unveiling, the revealing, to be uncovered and to be made known and publicized, that these waves of the unseen are the substance to our reality, made known as the power of the holy priests, priestesses, the strong pilasters, the power of God manifesting through them as no longer ill and feeble, but rather as healed and whole. There is the end of the translation as seen through my eyes and my heart. So now, instead of seeing at it, I present it to you to take it as personal, as you, me, us, and we. This is all about us in the time that we are living in. This verse was truly amazing, and you are going to be learning this ability so you can see it for yourself, and then become this reality being revealed to us in the apocalypse, which is just the Greek word for unveiling and revealing, Giliana in Aramaic. The power of God in our hands. This is a great responsibility for those who are the pure and the innocent ones, the holy healed, the Kumratha Kunatha Asiya, the priesthood of one, that stands as the righteous, having taken the right-hand path. They are of justice, the healers that bring forth the absolute power of creation, having unified themselves within. This is what is being offered. This is what we are becoming. This is part of my why, and I'm hoping that it will become part of yours.